You see, we have a great variety of approaches to the future of television. And it's going to be interesting to see and to hear from our guests who will be the winner in that development.
Content ownership is complex. Content is owned by lots and lots of different people, and because the internet lowers the barrier to publishing, and makes it very easy for anybody to basically be a publisher, what you get is fragmentation. Lots and lots of content lives in lots and lots of different places on many thousands of sites, and on many different platforms. And different platforms are good for different contexts, of course, but because it's in all those places, what we try to be is, as I say, basically a very, very simple remote control that lets you connect to whichever site or show or clip you want to watch. We now have about 18 million hours of content under one single search box. So if you go to the site and type in a search, whether it's stock market woe or panda cub or skateboarding dog, you will find many, many millions of videos from all over the web that are about that topic. And that's exactly what we do. Again, hopefully that simple remote control. So you just have to do 2 or 3 clicks to get to where you want to go.
What we're doing is truly leveling out the playing field. Now, traditionally, you would think of a television show as just being inherently better, like up here on a scale, than a web show. But what's beginning to happen, and what will be a big trend for 2008 and 2009, is that the content that you're watching on your television is going to look closer and closer to the shows that you're watching on the web. And even more than that, technology is going to level it out, as more of the web shows are going to soon be available on your television sets to be able to watch in your comfortable living room, sitting on the couch with the beloved remote control in your hand, so you can flip between an NBC or a German television network and your favorite web shows. As you know, more and more of the top television shows are becoming available on the web.
There's a lot of these maybe amateurs who become professionals, and there are professionals who are coming from traditional TV production who are starting new setups. So you will see something. There's not going to be like either this like traditional produced content or user-generated content. You will see something in between, and that's where I think it's going to be very, very interesting, where you see the mix of professional, maybe it's professional-driven, but enabling or inviting the community to participate.
People talk about television, but I still am confused. Are they talking about the box? Are they talking about the concept? The internet will be accessible via the television. Does that mean television's dead or television's just transformed? I think it's just a question of transformation. But people having no barriers anymore to becoming famous or creating large audiences, to creating new opportunities for ad revenue is potentially a threat to the networks, but it's also an opportunity if they can understand this, if they can embrace that trend, if they can create new opportunities for people to create and participate, because there still is that incredible buzz of coming off the web and being discovered by television, or being discovered by the labels. I think they still really long for that. I mean, that's really sort of the golden ring for a lot of people who become famous.
The big challenge for all of us, and we'd be lying if we didn't say this wasn't a challenge, is that there are no standards right now for advertising formats on the web. You actually need to come up with a different creative for every single solitary one of these websites. So I think that what we'll see in 2008, or at least let's hope by 2009, and that will be a huge benefit for all of us in terms of monetizing our platforms, is the establishment of some formats. This is how long a pre-roll is, and let's hope to God that it's 5 seconds or less so we don't all lose our audiences. You'll say, here's how big an overlay should look like, and here's, exactly how you should click on it, whether that video is in Flash or QuickTime. Here's what a post-roll should look like. So just as the IAB set standards for banner ads that made it much easier for traditional websites to monetize their content, I think the establishment of standards across all of these video platforms is something that will literally change all of our lives, and something we very much look forward to.